Now we are dealing with something that also we call a remainder, right? A remainder theory. So the name here is not the most important thing, but what it means is exactly what you have to focus on. The idea is that one of the questions is that you are giving this guy, right? So you are giving this boy to be f of s is equal to this everything that you are seeing here. Is that okay? And they say this one is divided by what? By s minus 1, right? Just like the way you divide anything that you already know. So that can be what? 5 divided by 2 and so on and so forth. But here we are dealing with something that we call a polynomial, right? So this guy divided by this guy. They say find the remainder. I said, okay, if in the case we want this guy to be divided by 2 exactly, we are going to have 2, and then the remainder will be what? Will be 1, right? So in this case, but now that we are dealing with polynomials, let's see how to do that. So this guy divided by s minus 1, and they say you should find the remainder. So we are going the tool that we are going to use is what we call a remainder theory. The name is not the most important thing, as I said earlier on, but how to use it, that is exactly the work. So now the way of doing that is that the first step of doing it, you have to solve this guy, right? So you solve this guy, you equate this one to equal to 0. Anything that will be given divided by. So this is what you are dividing by. So you have to solve it. That is s minus 1 equal to 0. You had your x to be what? To be 1, right? So the first thing is that you have to solve this guy here. Right, so if you solve, you have your s to be 1. Once you had the s to be 1, just plug that into what the function being given to. So this is the function, right? So this is the function. So and the first step is that you have to find the x here and then substitute that into the information being given to you. So if you plug that into that, anything that you are going to get is what? The remainder. Is that okay? That is the remainder. So if you solve this, you have your s to be what? To be 1. So we are going to plug everything inside of the function. So s is equal to 1. So whatever you see the x, so you place that by what? By 1. So into the function. If you plug everything, you are going to have your answer to be what? Negative a. So this negative here is the remainder, right? That negative there is the remainder. Negative 8 there is the remainder. So the remainder theory here is saying that anything that you have been divided by, just solve this guy here. Solve this guy. If they even give you a variable, just solve it. Solve this guy, whatever you have for the s, and then plug that over into this function or polynomial being given to you, and then solve it. The answer that you get at the end is what we call the remainder. So therefore here our remainder is your negative 8. Is that okay? So if you have more any question, make sure that you comment in the group for more understanding.